Good morning friends. Today I am going to discuss about geography second semester examination. First, smart city has the basic infrastructure to give a good quality of life, a clean and sustainable environment. Swachh Bharat mission is a mass movement that seems to create a clean India by 2019. Kosi River is called the Soar of Bihar. Under Operation Sankat Mochan, 90% of the soldiers from the Nepalese army were sent to stricken areas after the earthquake. Literal meaning of Himalayas is Shivalik. The Republic of India has 28 states and 9 territories. The Tropic of Cancer latitude passes midway through India. Question number 2. Choose the correct option. Climate of India is tropical monsoon. Asiatic lions are found in which state? Which of the following state? Gujarat. Third question. According to 2001 census, which state has the highest proportion of urban population in India? Bihar. Fourth, oil spill due to Deepwater Horizon explosion affected Gulf of Mexico. Flood can be prevented by planting trees. Very high level of urbanization is found in Brazil. Question number third, match the column. Tsunami destroys human life. Nuclear blast are man-made. Gir forest of Gujarat, lions. Western Ghats receive 200 centimeter of rain. Winter monsoon bring rain to Tamil Nadu, Lakshadweep Island, Arabian Sea. Question number 4, mark and label the following on the map of India. So here some labelings are given. We have to mark in the political map of India. Section 2, answer the following questions, any 5. Question 5. A. Difference between immigration and immigration. Immigration refers to the state where a people or a person moves inside the country. Like suppose if we take the example, a person is traveling to Maharashtra to Mumbai. So it is inside the country, it is migrating. So that's why it is a immigration. This immigration state refers to a person in outside the country where the person travel one country to another country. Like if a person is traveling from India to China, so it is called immigration because it is clarifying that a person is moving from its home country to a new country. B. What are the push and pull factors of migration? Push factors of migration are: first, less job opportunities, no occupation system, less services, high crime, less safer place, danger of natural hazards, and barren and desolate land, means unfertile land. Then pull factors for migration are: first, good services, higher job employment, more wealth, good climate, fertile land, good occupation, safer place, and less crime. C. Write a brief note on brain drain in India. How has it impacted the country? Brain drain in India or a country refers to a state where a person, talented, skilled, and well-mentored person leave his or her home country and moves to a new country. This is in a negative way. A person, if he is leaving his home country, it is seen in the negative way because the talent, skills where he goes for a new country will be used for that country's development, and The India is one of the most brain drain countries in India because people are studying educated in India, then leaving and moving to a new country for higher employment and more wealth. The positive ways of brain drain in the country are: first, if a person moves from, suppose, India to another country, by imagine like China, so the skills or the techniques which is used for developing their nation, if the person by chance come back to our country, it can be used for the development of our country also, as our country is not developed, it is a developing nation. Then second, the cash or money sent back to the country for his or her family, it can be also used for the development of the country like our India. The negative impacts of brain drain in our country are: first, less innovative ideas; second, lack of future plans for generation. How it has impacted the country? So it has impacted a country in a negative side because as a country who is developed will be developing more faster, but a developing country need more help, support and skilled workers to develop it much faster. Question number 6. A. What do you understand by smart cities? Smart city means does not means technology and use of technology in a well mannered way, but it is a state of mind where a person learns to manage all the environmental cause and around the world what is it having, so managing in a good way for the person who is living in a country and who will come. So it is, we can say, like a future generation plan. So that some smart cities are Jabalpur, Bhubaneswar, Jodhpur and Mumbai. B. What is urbanization? What are the causes of urbanization? Urbanization refers to the movement of people from rural to urban areas in search of better good better and good life and for wealth, money and for various reasons. People mostly travel for the occupation and job opportunities from rural to urban areas, as urban areas have higher job opportunities than the rural. The causes of urbanization are: first, political causes; second, cultural causes; third, social causes; and fourth one is cultural and social reforms of a country. Then C. Write a note on positive and negative influences of urbanization. Positive influences of urbanization. As a person leaves the rural areas to urban areas, it is more easier to make the population less in rural areas, as it consists urban areas are consisting more place, but it is also a positive way that the agricultural land is of the farmers only, where India is one of the most urbanized country and world most fastest urbanized country is China, because urbanization takes faster from one city to another while traveling for the money and good services and employment. Negative influences of urbanization: as a person goes from rural to urban areas, it is a negative influence because he is leaving all his family, but it is a negative impact on urban areas too, because here if you see in any city the urban areas are more popularized. Even if you read one sentence, then 10% of the world is more urbanized because of the people are traveling for the higher employment as no employment is there in rural areas instead of farming and agriculture. Question 7. What is a disaster? Define natural and man-made disaster. Disaster is a calamity which strikes to a country or a state of matter where it is known as disaster. It can take a form which be affecting the peoples and also scarcity of food and water. The two types of disaster are: first, natural disaster. Natural disaster are disaster which are caused by nature and the environment. Here there are no influences of human activities. It is because of nature only. Example: earthquake, cyclone and tornado. Then man-made disaster. Man-made disasters are caused by human activities as human are day by day increasing in population is because of human activity. So it is a kind of man-made disaster. Examples: accidents, biological and chemical attacks. B. What is Swachh Bharat Mission? How can you contribute towards it? Swachh Bharat Mission is a main motive started in 2019 to clean the India, which is started from that time. It was a dream of Mahatma Gandhi to clean the India and make it a better place to survive. We can contribute towards it by following ways. First, do not throw the waste in the public area. Do not litter or split in the public areas. Do not throw the garbages and polythenes and plastic items in the river as it makes the river unfit for drinking. The factories should not be leaving any chemical in the water as the waterborne diseases are most like typhoid and jaundice, which are caused by the waterborne diseases, and there are 2,900 cases in Odisha because of less drainage system because pipes are being leaked. So by correcting all the methods which we are using now, we can also contribute towards the Swachh Bharat mission. Write a note on oil spill. How does it affect the environment and people? Oil spill refers to a state of condition where the oil like petroleum and crude oil are leaving behind the seas, oceans and rivers. This is harmful, affecting the plumage birds which are drinking the water of seas, as the Gulf of Mexico, the Deepwater Horizon explosion affected the lakhs of birds and mammals who are living in that sea. This was happened because due to the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. So the oil contained the hydrocarbons which is not good for the plumage birds, affecting their furs and also making them blind so that they cannot be lagging behind their predators and will be killed easily. Birds and mammals got hypothermia, which is a state of condition where a bird cannot see and color blindness is affected to the birds. Question 9. A. Explain the role of climate. Question number 9. Explain the role of climate change distribution in population in India. The climate change plays a major role in distribution of population in India because people refers to live in the areas populated with plains because the people prefer more to live in plains than the deserts and Mountains, because the plains consist of fertile land which is good for agriculture, production, and occupation too. Also, they consist high amount of minerals. Then the mountains, it is not survival on desert and mountains, so that's why a climate change role is must in the distribution of population in India. Right, the agriculture sector that has the greatest share of Indian workers. The India is one of the highest producer of agricultural sector because lakhs of rural peoples are there who are growing the crops which is sent to different types of crop grown and then they are sent to different countries. So it is a trade and a greatest share in the form of agricultural sector from the farmers in Indian workers. State the reasons for large rural population in different states in India. The states like Odisha, Bihar are largely rural population because the land is much fertile, lots of sea, and the sea populated areas are must because the fertile land is needed for the good production of agriculture, and then that's why the from the different states, these states are highly populated in the large rural population. Question 10 case study. Read the passage carefully. Read the given case study about Namami Gange and answer the questions that follow. The river Ganga is important not only for its cultural spiritual significance but also more than 40% of the country population depends on it. In 2014, while addressing the Indian community in New York, the Prime Minister emphasized that cleaning Ganga would greatly benefit for country. To achieve this vision, the government launched the integrated Ganga conservation mission called Namami Gange. The Union Cabinet approved the budget of rupees 20,000 crores to clean and revive the river. It is a multi-sectoral and multi-dimensional center sector scheme involving coordination between central and state governments. A multiple choice question. Choose the correct answer. First, the river Ganga is important mainly because of its cultural and spiritual significance. More than 40% of Indian population depend on Ganga. The Namami Gange program was launched in 2014. The approved budget for cleaning the Ganga was 20,000 crores. Namami Gange is a central sector scheme. Cleaning the Ganga is also important for economic growth. B. Short answer questions. First,